I had some people asking what my sawed-off build was, and what my gear was and everything like that. And since I don't really like typing on my phone, I just decided to do it with a video. It just makes things easier anyway. So the weapon I have, because I had a DS, an Astro DS. I put a HSB into it. So, but it should be a DS into an HSB, but whatever. But that's gonna, you gotta account for 3 DSs, which is for the crit. And so this is the Dragon's Claw infused with Assassin's Hood. The Assassin's Hood, of course, gives 4 to multi-shoot. And this is Thief's Gem. It is infused with a DS. And the reason I'm going Thief's Gem is for speed and plus for 2 extra bonus. Down here you see the set for the Archer. And you go with Thief's Suit, and that's infused with a Heaven Cleaver. And then you have the Honed Belt. It's going to be infused with an Assassin's Hood. And I went with the Honed Belt because of the intellect on it. I have a Heaven Cleaver infused into whatever the Archer Belt is, but it drops the mana down so low that you can't recover the mana when you're in Berserk. So then you have, of course, Sandals of the Ancient. That's going to be infused with an Assassin's Hood. This is a King's Obsession. It's going to be it's going to be infused with a DS, and it's also going to be for speed. Which some of these could be switched out, I'm thinking. But this is what I already had on my previous. I'm pretty sure that I could probably switch this out with something else. I just don't have an extra DS to waste, and I already had this from my last. So there are a few improvements that could be made. One of the most important ones right here is the Draculus, and it has execute on it. Why Draculus is so important is because you barely have any health. So as long as you're attacking something, you're recovering health and mana. And your mana regen is kind of shitty, and so is your mana. So this helps improve. That's why dropping down to 350 mana was such a problem, because I couldn't hit fast enough in order to recover my mana. So I had to have at least like 8, 9, 1100 mana in order to keep it up above. And then finally, I have Spearhead infused with Heaven Cleaver, so that's going to give me my extra 15%. And again, there are some changes that could be made. I just haven't done it. I took all my old gear and I kind of just adapted some of the new gear to the build. But I do have a lot of stuff that is accounting for speed, such as the Obsession and the Thief Suit, which, these could all probably be switched out. Because I believe I'll get max speed with Sandals of the Ancient. So these could all be switched out for something else. Again, I just don't have the items with these before Season 3. These were all needed in order to make the build. You had to have the speed in there, and you had to have crit, and with 2 extra points, it was kind of worth it. But I mean, these are this isn't a bad ring, but this is a really, really bad chest. But I already had my Heaven Cleaver infused with it, and Heaven Cleaver tier 6 are kind of hard to come by. So yeah, I got that in there. Now, as for what I have with skills, pretty basic setup. I've got multi-shoot and all of its synergies maxed out. I've got Empower Weapon and Frenzy maxed out, along with Corpse Explosion, and I have just enough dodge in there to max out my dodge at 40%. Because putting anything else in there is pointless. And then my second is Warrior, So I've got rotating shields maxed out, stone skin maxed out, and the main one is Berserk. I've got that maxed out. I've got some in charge. The problem with this build is you have no travel ability unless you're using Berserk. So charge could be switched out for corpse explosion if you're trying to get around, because you're going to do enough damage, AoE damage, to kill things without corpse explosion. Just corpse explosion is a little extra oomph into it, that helps you kill things faster. But charge would still be useful if you're in a bigger level. But if you're doing like Mage Tower or something like that, some short level, you're not going to need a type of travel ability, because Berserk's going to get you around. But that's basically it. Australium is the same old shit that you should always get. I'm not going to go over Australium because it's the same thing across characters. Everybody should know that by now. But yeah, that's the sawed off build. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty effective for farming. And man, if I got any questions, let me know.